back to MLG Raleigh 2011. We are in Game 2 between EG.IdrA and Complexity MV. Please, Noblesse. Let's hop right into the action. I know the crowd wants to check this game out too. We have IdrA already heading out to do an early expand.
Yeah, he is doing that right now. We just missed about a minute of gameplay. Not going to be a huge deal as they have both spawned. The map is going to be Shattered Temple here. And there we go. Finally in the right now. We just missed about a minute of gameplay. Not going to be a huge deal as they have both spawned. The map is going to be Shattered Temple here. And there we go. Finally in the game right there. So, Sean, I want to be hearing a lot of noise for these players. So in the center right side-ish is going to be EG.IdrA. Are there any IdrA fans in the house?
And in the north position, the man who claims that he's a champion to be Complexity MVP's Noblesse has lost one game this entire tournament, the game that we just saw.
Yeah, and that was a high caliber game that we saw. What's going on, Sean?
Is he going to lose this Overlord?
Oh my god, I think that he is. This would be a devastating loss for IdrA. Now if he micros the Marine against this little ledge right here, is he going to be able to? It's going to be dangerously close. It looks like IdrA will save it, I think.
And it looks like down to 58. Whew. Manages to stay alive.
That was a very tense moment there for IdrA. The timing was good enough for him, though, to keep that alive. And now that Overlord is in a pretty good spot to see exactly when that expansion timing is. And as always, they are spawning close by air, which does mean there's always the threat of Utilus being at your base right away or any sort of drops or anything like that.
Now I do see that one SCV from Noblesse. Continuing to poke around, seeing everything that's going on in Camp IdrA. The most important thing is the ultra-fast Zergling speed.
Yeah, and then the SCV obviously is going to know that's on the way because, well, the pool, it's like a jacuzzi. You turn on those little jets, man. You know exactly when an upgrade's coming. Here comes two Marines. Needs to be very careful with those, but his micro is so insanely good. I wouldn't be surprised if he was able to cause some damage. And the nice thing about doing this is he can potentially kill an Overlord sometimes.
Now, the timing of this Zergling speed is designed to combat this double Hellion play. The Hellions will generally get right to the front of your base. Around the time Zergling speed finishes, it literally completely negates a lot of the damage that this early double Hellion play can cause.
Yeah, and you got to remember that blue flame, not an option here in the next minute or so because, I mean, you got a reactor. You do not have that tech lab quite yet. A second reactor going down for Noblesse, but he has only made 2 Hellions right now. He's not going to continue this production. He's got to try and kill out these Zerglings. Now, IdrA completely out of position. Got to lose 3 Zerglings here. Is going to lose a 4th as well. That's a very uncomfortable position for IdrA right now.
IdrA going uncharacteristically for a Roach Warren would generally signal that he wants to get a faster third and not tech up to that layer.
The Queen is on the hot plate right now as she's getting roasted there, but was able to make it. Now, I don't know if these Hellions are going to be able to make it inside. The positioning of IdrA is pretty good, and he did leave him a little bit low on the ramp, so his Zergling kind of paid for it in his life. But I don't know if these Hellions are going to be able to do too much more, and it almost feels like he's found this nice little spot right here where he can have good vision to try and deal with those Zerglings inside the main base of our Terran player. He does have his command center completed, and it is nearly an orbital.
Wow, 7 Roaches incoming for IdrA.
Wow.
I think IdrA might be mis-expecting his opponent to expand very, very quickly. I mean, the command center's there, and oh, wow, it looks like Noblesse is going to be moving out to the low ground. This is either going to go extremely well for IdrA, or it is going to backfire miserably. IdrA is essentially playing this game like Zerg versus Protoss right now, going for that Ling Roach push.
Yeah, that's absolutely right, Sean. Now, if the Terran player sits back on one base, he's going to be just fine versus this because he does have siege tanks. But if he fully commits to this expansion, by transferring SCVs and building a couple Hellions, could potentially go down. But Sean, this is such a tense moment. No siege mode is going to be done yet, but it does look like it has been spotted. Noblesse is going to be retreating inside his main. No, he's back down the ramp. This is a lot of Roaches, but are they looking very terrifying here?
Wow, looks like all the Roachlings sprint up. Noblesse with some great control. The Roaches are dying so quickly. Noblesse shirking this attack off like it's nothing.
Oh, wow. Well, IdrA ended up leaving that game, Sean.
Well, that certainly was IdrA. No imposter on stage right now. I mean, that's... Now, I will say, that's a real problem that IdrA has had in many tournament situations.
Yeah.
OGS MC, I still remember when there were 3 games under, I believe, 8 minutes against him, where it was Roachling all in, 1 base all in, just trying to win the games as quickly as possible. Why do that? You saw IdrA's play in game 1. It was phenomenal.
It was absolutely perfect in game number 1. And in game number 2, the supplies were about even. I mean, it's a very uncomfortable position to lose that many Roaches, but I don't even know, man.
Yeah, I mean, you can see the logic of it, kind of. I mean, you look at your opponent going for this early Hellion play.
Right.
You know that a player like Select is going to be going for fast drops. You know that a player, pretty much any standard Terran, will be going for a 2 barracks fast stim. Will have very, very few units. Interestingly, could have gone for Banshee. Could have gone for just more Hellions for a mech play. Could have gone for the Mass Marine that we saw him do. A lot of things crushling Roach all in.
Yeah,
so you're flipping a coin for no reason. Why do that in game 2?
Yeah, and that Roach all in seemingly a little bit delayed because our Terran player was completely prepared for it. So we are going to go ahead and take a super fast break, Sean.
And when we come back, it's match point between MVP Noblesse and EG.IdrA.